Okay, I apologize everyone for the delay. Because, okay, I did say I was working on, this video, celebrating the PlayStation's birthday after singing Happy Birthday. I was about to do this, but unfortunately, the battery of my phone was low, so I had no choice but to delay and charge my phone. It had to be charged. Oh, man. But anyway, now I'm here, and I'm doing this video right now. Alright. So anyway, the PlayStation, yeah, see, here it is right here. Yeah, that's the original design on top, and of course that one right there, that's the Slim, the redesigned PS1 from 2000. But anyway, alright, so it was released here in America September 9th, 1995. So that means the PlayStation is 30 years old. Well, okay, even though the PlayStation is 30 years old and it was released here in America, it was originally released in Japan, December 3rd, 1994. So that means the PlayStation is actually 31 years old. Yeah, 31. Well, it will be 31 once we head to December 3rd. So I know now, so for now it is 30 years old. Alright, anyway, let's get on with it. Well, wait, okay, before I get to that part, because I do want to say this, actually. Now, this is from Did You Know Gaming? Now, this is from the game PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Now, I will talk about that another time. I mean, I want to talk about the game. I really do, because I have something to say about it. But this interests me a lot. It says here, in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, the boss, Polygon Man, as you see him right there, was actually the PlayStation's original mascot from 1995. He was meant to demonstrate the power of the PS1, but was dropped shortly after the PlayStation was announced. Wow. They created him and they decided to abandon him. But what I'm really happy here is that he didn't get abandoned after all. He wasn't forgotten. They actually put him as a boss for PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. So he's a villain. So I'm glad he didn't go to waste like that. That makes me happy that, whatever characters they come up with, I don't want them to go to waste like that. So I thank them, for actually giving him something after all. Like, they put him in the game after all. I'm glad he didn't go to waste. Because he's really cool. Polygon Man, how he looks, very cool. So again, yeah, I'm happy about that. Alright, anyway, let's get on with it. We're going to look at the announcement when Sony announced the PlayStation. Here we go.
The Japanese electronics giant Sony is moving into the video games market for the first time. Sony says its new machine is its most important new product since the Walkman personal stereo, but many believe it marks an escalation in the real battle to dominate new technologies in the home.
This move should ensure consumers have a far wider choice of video games equipment than in the past. Sony's PlayStation goes on sale next month for £299. According to industry watchers, this and other new games machines are really extremely powerful, low-cost computers with the potential to revolutionise home entertainment.
Undoubtedly, Sony wants a big slice of the $20 billion worldwide video game market, but that's not the end game. They want to dominate content, films, games, music, and they want to dominate all the machines that you play that music and games and films on. That's what they're after.
The Japanese electronics giant Sony is...
Okay, sorry about that. Alright, so yeah, that's the video when Sony announced, PlayStation 1. Alright, now I do want to say this actually. Hang on, let me get back. So anyway, like I said, okay, it does say here that Polygon Man was originally the mascot for PlayStation. That's what he was meant to be. But who I see actually as a mascot is Crash Bandicoot. He's actually the mascot for PlayStation. That's how I see that. And okay, and no matter what, I know things have changed that, okay, supposedly Activision bought Crash Bandicoot, or Microsoft. I'll have to look at that up. Yeah, now they own Crash Bandicoot. But no matter what, like, no matter what has happened to Crash Bandicoot, I still look at him as PlayStation. Like, because that's where he was originally made in. He was originally created on the PlayStation when it first came out. And not to mention, Crash Bandicoot was actually, he was Sony's Mario. Well, PlayStation's Mario, however you want to say it. That's what he was. And I'll always look at Crash Bandicoot that way. Like, he was meant to be Mario, but in PlayStation only. Well, yeah, so, well, again, well, I'll talk about it another time because, again, I do want to talk about this game, but another time. I just want to, my point is, Crash Bandicoot is the mascot for Sony. That's how I see it. Same for, well, of course, same for Spyro the Dragon, because that's where he was originally created on the PlayStation. Alright, so that's all I have to say about, celebrating the PlayStation's birthday. That's all I have to say about it. I apologize for the delay. Yeah, like, I gotta make time for this next time. I really have to. Take care, everyone.